Chopping!
All right.
Yeah.
Good. It's very good to be here. I'm not actually sure how much longer I'm going to be doing live comedy because I'm currently in talks with Channel 4 to be the new Sue Perkins off Bake Off. But it's good to be here. Something I should tell you about myself is I'm quite a moral person. I think I get that from my granddad because when we were kids he used to take us out shooting. But he used to think it was morally wrong to shoot anything purely for sport, so when we got in he used to make us eat the clay pigeons. Something else is I've got a girlfriend now. I mean, I say I've got a girlfriend, that sounds a bit possessive, doesn't it? What I mean is I've achieved a girlfriend. I received a girlfriend recently. I've become a girlfriend, is what I'm saying. I mean, I shouldn't even really use the word girlfriend if I'm being honest, because she prefers if I stick with driving instructor. I'm kidding, she is my girlfriend, right, and I love her, I'm lucky to have her, right, because I wasn't very good at being single. When I went out on the pull, I basically just had one move. What I would do is I'd see a girl that I liked, I wouldn't say anything, and then I'd hope for the best. I wasn't very confident was the problem, it didn't help. I said to my friend, I'm thinking about getting contact lenses. He said, alright, take your glasses off. And I did. He said, no. It doesn't suit you. Think about that for a minute, right? My own unadorned face doesn't suit me. What chance have I got, right? And even now that I've got a girlfriend, sometimes people take one look at me and assume that I'm single without bothering to check. That's a bit hurtful. But I did a gig recently in Birmingham where the MC for the night, she was introducing me to the stage. She said, I want you all to pay extra special attention to this next act who's coming on. He's come all the way from Wales to be here with you this evening. And between me and you, ladies, I think he might be a bit of a virgin. Now, I'm not a prima donna, right? I don't care how anyone wants to introduce me to a stage, but I don't know where she got virgin from. I mean, I'm 30 years old. I've been having sex now for 8 years. I'd say that's a pretty bloody experience, wouldn't you? I had sex twice when I was 22. I took 2 years off to regroup and think about where I was going wrong. And then at 24, I met my first serious girlfriend. Right now, she was an older woman, she taught me a lot. But to be honest with you guys, the relationship was doomed from the start. Because my parents never really approved, and her grandchildren never really wanted me. But I'm not a virgin, is what I'm trying to make. I'm not a virgin, but she was right, this MC, when she said I've come from Wales. I mean, I'm not from Wales originally, but I've lived there now for over a decade. Many of my best friends are Welsh. I like to think of myself as being Welsh curious. And I thought what I wanted to do, try and immerse myself in the culture a bit more, is I thought maybe I could learn the language. So what I've been doing is listening to a Welsh language podcast when I walk around Cardiff where I live, repeating the same Welsh phrases over and over again. It got a bit awkward recently. I was walking down an alley on my own. There's a girl on her own ahead of me, no one else around, and I'm just following her down this alley just saying, Dwi'n gwybod. Dwi'n gwybod. Dwi'n gwybod popeth. Which, if you don't know, translates as, I know. I know. I know everything. And I know that she was a Welsh speaker herself, right, because eventually she just broke down and gave me quite a tearful and heartfelt confession. But the thing is, I had no idea what it was she was confessing to because I haven't got that far on the course yet. I actually did my first ever Welsh language stand-up comedy gig recently. Woo! Thank you for that half-hearted response. No, you're right, to be honest, not be particularly impressed. It didn't go particularly well, if I'm being honest. I did get some quite nasty heckles, presumably. I mean, I don't know, right? For all I know, they were shouting out words of encouragement, but they were not wearing encouraging faces or holding up encouraging fingers. It's very difficult to imagine someone going, "Well done, son!" You're not very good, but we all know you're doing your best. And believe me, I tried. My best friend's learning Welsh as well, right? In fact, in his spare time, he told me that recently he has been watching Welsh language gay porn. Right, I mean, you've got to admire his dedication, right? Because I can tell you now for a fact that is not even a part of the syllabus. But he told me that in Welsh language gay porn, slang for a gay man is enjoy-o boy-o. Which is lovely, isn't it? Take that away if you do with that what you will, right? But the thing is, this guy's my best mate in the world. I'd absolutely I've known him since I was 2 years old. I had absolutely no idea he was gay until we were both about 24. And he actually came out to me in a gay club that was holding a fundraiser for the gay football team that he plays for. So the signs were there, if I'm being honest. The signs were there, but like, he was a bit worried how I might react. I just gave him a big hug. I said, "You're still the same guy to me." I said, "To be honest to you, mate, the thing that's always made me slightly uncomfortable about you and all your gay footballing friends, it's never been your sexuality. It's always been the football." And I don't mean any offence to any football fans in. I think it's just when I was growing up, I never had like a role model who'd take me along to the game at the weekends, get me involved in the sport. When I was growing up at the weekends, my parents would take me along to open gardens. Now, if you don't know, that's where you go along and you look at the gardens of strangers, and that's it. Anything up to 6 hours. And I still try and make the best of it, you know. I still wave a souvenir scarf. I still do all the chants, you know. Come on, you roses! Come on, you roses! One snapdragon. There's only one snapdragon. I mean, join in, guys, if you know it. Begonias, begonias, buy yourself the pansies, the pansies off the buy yourself begonias, begonias. But it wasn't the same. But anyway, there I was in this club. I gave my mate a big hug. I said, "You're still the same guy to me." And then me and him and all his gay footballing friends went up on the dance floor for a bit of a dance. We're all having a bit of a dance, having a lovely time, right? And then one of his friends in particular starts dancing up quite closely with me. And I don't mind that, you know, I'll have a bit of a dance with anyone, right? Because this is how I dance. I don't get asked very often. But then this same guy starts trying to slip his hand down the front of my trousers. And I'll be honest with you guys, I wasn't okay with that. But at the same time, I kind of felt, well, this is their club. I don't like to make a fuss. But in the end, I had to say something, right? I couldn't just let this continue. So in the end, I just looked him dead in the eye. I said, "Look, the thing is, mate." What it is, see. Well, what it is. I'm crap at sex. You wouldn't enjoy it. And he left me alone after that. I mean, I was as surprised as you all are, clearly, that he fell for such an obvious lie. Alright, I feel like a lot of you misunderstood the end of that last bit. No, because the point of that bit is I'm obviously really good at sex. No, shut up. It's quite the front, like, just nodding, like, yeah, sure. Right, I'm still sensing some doubt in the room. Alright, I think I know what this is. This has happened before. It's the cardigan, isn't it? No, this isn't fair, right? Because I know you're all looking at me, you're seeing a cardigan, you're going, "No, cardigan, it's not a sexy garment, it's not the outfit of a Lothario," right? I understand, right? I understand where you're coming from, mate. But what you all need to understand is that I'm not actually wearing a cardigan. I'm just the sort of man that people automatically project a cardigan onto. Now that's fine, guys, you're welcome to do that, but please don't let it be any sort of go to my sexual prowess, right? Because I am bloody good at sex. And I'm going to tell you now how I know, right? Because I did a gig where one of the other acts on the bill was an ex-porn star. And she said to me that she has never had an orgasm in her life. Right? Not ever. Now, I don't mean to brag. But every single time that I've had sex, I've had an orgasm. In fact, I'm getting bloody quick at it now. So, that is actually about my time. I've got to go, but I didn't want to leave you with the wrong impression of me. No, but you guys have been absolutely lovely, because you do get some tough crowds sometimes doing the comedy. Like, I did a gig recently where before I even got to the microphone at the start of my set, I just heard a voice at the back of the room just go... No. No, I'm going out for a fag. He looks too intelligent for me. I mean, she was right. I mean, this was Luton. I was too intelligent for all of them. But there is such a thing as... but there is such a thing as manners. So thank you very much for sticking with me this afternoon. I'll see you again. Thank you very much.